Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel today. Today I'm out in a parking lot not too far from where I live, and I wanted to do a demonstration on the casting distance between two of my rods. My newest rod, which is a St. Croix a black bass rod in 7'3", and my other rod is a Shimano SLX rod. It's a 6'9", and uh, and both of these are spinning rods. Both of them are medium power rods. Both of them are extra fast action, and both of them, what I've done today is I have the same line on both. I went and ran some 20-pound braided line last week when I was fishing down in Tennessee with a friend, and my casting distance on the braided line was a little bit less than I was expecting it to be. So I got to thinking about it, and what I found out was that at the end of the rods, the guides get quite a bit smaller. They become more like what they call like a micro guide at the end. And I believe because the longer rod has more micro guides than the shorter one, that was causing more frictional loss in line casting distance, because of the braided line. Now, I could probably downsize the braided line from like a 20-pound braid down to a 15-pound. And for now, I decided just to put 8-pound copolymer line on both because I already had it on the one, so it made it easier just to put it on the second. And what I had is I had some weights at the house that I've weighed. These weights both come in at 0.35 ounces. I have one on each rod, and I also have a weighted bobber on each rod to kind of make them similar. So with them pretty similar when set up, I just want to compare the casting distance between the two, making them as similar as I can. Both of them are running Shimano Stratic reels. The only difference is one's a 2500, one's a 3000 series. So that's it. I'm going to go ahead and cast these out, and then I'll do a couple casts and kind of get an average of how they compare. Okay, so I'm going to start out with the 6'9" rod, and I'm going to go ahead and cast this out and see what kind of distance I can get with this rod. Okay, and I don't know if you can see that bobber. I put the orange bobbers on because they kind of help to show up in the parking lot. I don't know if that'll be able to show on this video very well or not, but now I'm going to do the same with the 7'3" rod. All right, let me pause this. I'll walk up and we'll take a look at where they landed. Okay, everybody. So walking up to where I ended up getting the casts, where they ended up at. This is the first cast from the 6'9" rod, and then where the bobber landed. If I paste this off to the distance where the next bobber is, I'm talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I turn, there's about 9 paces up. So if you figure about 3 foot per stride, that's about another 18 feet. Actually, no, about another 27 feet, excuse me, of casting distance with the 7'3" rod. And that's really why I was looking to go with a longer rod, because when I'm fishing the big rivers, I need something that's going to allow me to cast out a bit farther, and then I can cover more water that way, especially on the larger river when I'm fishing like the Cumberland or the Ohio. So let me go ahead and go back and do one more cast. Okay, this is going to be the second cast with each rod. I'm starting out again with the 6'9" rod. And now the 7'3". Okay, again, looking at the bobbers down the parking lot, the 7'3" rod did cast farther. Let me walk back down and we'll take a look and see exactly how much farther it has gone. So what I'm trying to do is just see that the results are verifiable by multiple casts. So, and I also am casting both with the wind in my back because that, gives me the best casting distance with both. But, obviously your fishing conditions are going to be the same whether the wind's in your face or at your back. Each rod is going to have its own distance based on the equipment that's on it and the weight of the lures and that. So again, here's the first bobber, and let me pace off to the next one. So from where the first bobber is, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 8 paces. So at about 3 feet of pace, we're talking about 24 feet. And then the first one was about 9 paces, so it was about 27 feet. So you can figure an average between the two of about maybe 25.5 feet extra casting distance with the 7'3" rod. So that's going to be a big help for me next time I'm big river fishing. And if this is something you're thinking about doing yourself and you want to just increase the casting distance with the spinning gear you have, or you're just not comfortable using bait casters like me, this is definitely a good way to go. So thanks again for watching, and get out on the water when you can. The December bite has been kind of tough as the conditions have gotten colder in this part of the country, but there are still fish out there waiting to be caught. So thanks again, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.